Let us start a recording here. Josh is not going to make it, so feel free to make fun of him.
Too easy.
Too easy. True.
So many things wrong with him. It's like,
Yep.
too easy.
Yep. Banjo playing degen.
Probably inbred, right?
Probably. I mean, he's from Effingham. Very questionable city.
Effingham.
Yeah, when we were on stage and I used to introduce him, I would say our banjo player comes all the way from Effingham on the effing train to play the effing banjo. It's Josh effing Morrison.
Pretty good one.
Yeah, it was funny the first time. The band just glared at me as I said it probably the 12th time at later gigs. When it works, you got to reuse it.
It's a different audience.
That's right. The audience is different. Laugh, motherfuckers. Okay. So, we were investigating the most disgusting dungeon I have ever found in a book. And, you know how I do. I made it worse. So let's see if we can get through that. What do you guys say? Back to the meat pile.
I honestly was not expecting this to be a dungeon.
No, I don't think anyone had that in their mind at all.
Is this a happy surprise? Like I've subverted your expectations, like Game of Thrones season 8?
I would say
No,
it has
the
about
Last
the
Jedi.
same level.
Last Jedi level.
Yeah,
about
you
the same
straight up
level
Brian
of-
Johnson does.
No! That's the meanest thing you guys have ever said to me. You're normally so nice. Call me Ryan fucking... God, if you really knew my weak spots, you'd call me Peter Jackson. Those are fighting words. I hate Peter Jackson. Okay, Izuma crawls up through the entry tube and looks around at you guys. Even with her Kasatha mask covering her face, her eyes say everything. What the hell?
Don't look at me. Didn't make this my idea. As we all turn to look over at Tagala and glare at him.
She looks around at all of you for a second, and then she kind of closes her eyes and squints and concentrates. And she opens them again and looks kind of concerned, raises her gun to her shoulder, and she says, "They're here."
Well,
The black?
Inside this?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what this is, but it is theirs.
It's theirs?
They made it, or they killed it, or they live in it, or something. They are here. I can sense them almost.
This is hands down, without a doubt, the most gods be damned awful cave I've ever been in. I thought that tunnel through Scrapwall was awful. I'd spend a year in there before I'd spend another 10 minutes in here.
You know, one of the things I'm there's strange little GM achievements that you unlock in your mind, you know? And one of my favorites is how uncomfortable most of you were in those tunnels.
Tunnels are great. What are you talking about?
Other than Ulfred, who was racially thrilled to be in there. Like, all of you RP'd perfectly, and I was like, oh, they sound like they're really suffering. They hate this. Perfect.
Well, what the hell do we do now? I mean, why are we in here? I don't feel good about this at all.
again,
don't
we
wanna be
just all
hanging.
we just glare at Tagala.
It seemed important. I had a feeling.
I mean, look at this floor. It's pretty special. I think there might be something to it coming in here. It shines like the stars.
You see a couple remnants of the rot grub swarms, little flesh-eating worms crawling around, and Isuma starts walking around and stomping on them.
I gotta tell you all, I only got 4 of these explosive bouncer bolts left, so I might be a bit useless against those damn bug swarms.
Yeah, hopefully there won't be any more of them.
Suppose I could take the shotgun.
You'd be better at it than me.
Or
So-
Tokala. You want me to show you how to reload this thing? Might help you next time.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to bother Nomcath again.
Guinness will just kind of give him the rundown on this tool.
Oh, if he didn't take a point of knowledge engineering, you notice that he tries to put the battery in backwards and he
I
pulls.
was literally about to say that.
As soon as you get it loaded and ready, he pulls the lever again because it sound. He's like, "Oh, that sounds cool," and you see the battery pop back out. He ejects it immediately.
It's so intimidating.
You know what? I'm just gonna hang on to this thing.
So, question about this on the floor.
Yes.
Is this, just reminiscent of a night sky, or, I'm being catfolk and wandering. I see the night sky all the time. Is this like a depiction of a real night sky? You understand what I'm saying?
Take a hard look at it.
Yeah.
At first, it looks like a soft, rubbery surface and kind of dull, but then it has those weird little flecks reflecting in it. And as you stare at it, they seem to deepen. The area around you seems to sort of become kind of foggy, like it's in your peripheral vision. It gets blurry. What you're staring at becomes deeper. Then it's suddenly, you're sort of seeing past the surface of the floor. It's like looking through glass down into deep space. And the stars seem to emit their own light. And everything seems to be in motion at an unbelievably low speed, but you feel like it's moving. And you can sort of blink and snap out of it at will. It's not hypnotic, but...
I was going to say, Nomcath kind of stares down at it a little bit and then just kind of gives himself a little shake and his tail kind of butchers it for a second.
It's unnerving.
Really weird. That's really weird. We're in here. We can try one more door and see if we find anything interesting. Alright?
The mechanism on the door. Did we roll knowledge engineering last week? Alfred or somebody
You said
that's...
that it was like that when my snake head was in it, that felt like a keyhole that didn't have the right
Tumblers.
key in it or something.
Yeah, you felt like you were bumping your head on giant lock tumblers.
Yeah,
And because it's a weird mechanical thing, I would let you guys use disable device or knowledge engineering, but I figure the party's probably better at disable.
Imagine so.
Oh, yeah. Nomcath, you use your little evil bracers.
Yes, I am not reaching into a hole that I know nothing about.
Yep.
Unlike certain people in this party.
Well, it is weird and gross. You sort of feel through the tentacles from the bracers, and it feels like bone, but now that you push on it, it does feel like lock tumblers. As you push on them, you feel that they are mechanically connected to something else, which clunks and moves. And you unlock the door.
Alright, Takala. It's all yours.
Oh, you got it. I didn't think you had it in you.
Behind Takala, those Nomcath raises his hands, and you see those tendrils come out like he's gonna wrap around his neck about 5 or 6 times and strangle him, but he stops him.
The door opens slowly and sort of bubbles and pops like a fart, as you heard. But it opens. See another chamber through here with a strange celestial pattern on the floor.
The perception is to look for rock grubs in the wall.
Okay. Searching specifically for them, you see no sign of them in here. The walls in here actually look a little bushier and like they are a healthier type of wall. They have not been chewed up by the rot grubs. The infestation did not spread into here. In fact, this room feels and looks and smells better than the previous one. You could, if you hadn't seen the previous room, looking at these walls, you would almost think you're in a garden with like really thick vines on the walls or thick shag carpet on the walls and ceiling. And then the floor, if you stare at it long enough and let it kind of pull you into the space view. It's kind of pretty.
This is weird.
Check out the hall.
We got a door right here.
Let's check out the door. Does it look like there's a lock on that one?
Yes. Good enough. Nomcath, you have the sense that these are DC 25 for disable or DC 30 for knowledge engineering.
Alright, there you go, Takala.
None of you play a video game Don't Starve, do you?
I've heard of it.
No, but I've thought about getting it multiple times since you mentioned
It's
it.
really
I haven't pulled the trigger
cute.
yet.
It's very cute. My girlfriend loves it. And the game developers, all the sound effects in the game, they just made with their mouths. Like, "Rrr," or you'll run into a bear and it's like, "Rrr." Like it just sounds like a person making a crappy sound effect for the whole, and it's really funny. It's quite charming. So that's what I was thinking of when I made these doors. I promise after you guys get out of here, you'd never have to listen to these doors again.
I'm having a ball.
You'll find
I like
some
it.
other excuse for fart noises. We know.
Actually, do you
will.
see that?
Any
in there?
excuse. As you look in this room, you see that this room is huge. And Takala, you look to your left. You see a strange creature floating in the center of the room. It looks like an armored horseshoe crab or like a turtle shell without the turtle, and glowing pink lights coming from underneath the shell. And the shell is armored, and you can't decide if it's made of some sort of chitin carapace or just forged iron. Coming out from the bottom of it are 4 or 5 long, spiky tentacles, one of which seems to be holding a strange little device. And it is just floating, not flying. It's floating, like gravity has no effect on it, and it's just touching certain parts of the wall, and it turns to regard you as you come in. And we will roll initiative. How do you do this, Foundry? Okay. Let me get the tracker out for the stream. There we go. There we go. Is that everybody? Oops, I think I missed this little man. No, he's in. We're good. Okay, roll for NPCs. Roll for Olbrin. Roll for Isuma. And begin. Well, you guys know Olbrin. He's not stingy with the haste. The entire party is hasted. Bless him. What a good sorcerer. Okay. Asuma, got your haste buff on. And he moves here. Okay. Takala, this thing starts floating at you. Just silently, ominously floating at you. I mean, you've seen fly spells, you've seen mechanical flight. I think you might have even seen a jetpack or two on some of the robots. Never seen anything fly like this. Just gravity is not a thing to this creature. Very weird. And it floats over towards you, and its tentacles start wriggling and higher speed. It actually looks excited to you. And yeah, it's just gonna let you have some of these. It fires its little laser pistol at you. Holy crap. Your touch AC is awesome. It does not confirm that crit. So make sure you apply your fire resistance, but it blasts you with a burst of laser fire. This one, got your movement, and then you are in range increment 2. You're going to give that man a burst, and you are firing at -2 from range. And that looks like one hit. The last one looks like it hits. McGinnis, you hear the unmistakable sound of laser fire, and you see Tokala stumbling backwards with bursts of fire and flame erupting on his body.
Let's dance. We will move. Oops. Let's see. Maybe he'll try to slide in here. Ooch. Over there. That'll get him within range. Back.
Okay.
Yeah. And he'll take a shot with old Justice.
That will definitely hit. You can tell you are shooting at a heavily armored creature, but Justice finds a soft spot, and you've seen some strange, glowing, pinkish, purplish blood fly off the side of the creature. Looks like it's really quite tough. Oh.
I'm going to delay till after Tokala, so hopefully maybe we can get a flanking going in.
Okay. Tokala. Oh, we need your music. Hang on.
I don't think I have fire resistance of any kind.
Oh, okay. 1 second, I gotta shut a door. I'll be right back. I'm back.
Okay. Yeah. I think I am going to start by using fervor to heal myself.
Okay. Nice.
And then I'm going to run up and attack. I think it's within range.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Perfect. Awesome. Oh crap, there's more!
Nice. That 29 definitely hits, and you saw into its body, you see a huge gout of pinkish, purplish blood and pureed guts go flying out of the chainsaw.
Sorry about the early movement. I was trying to
You're fine.
figure out if I could. Unfortunately, I can't. It's 65 feet. Alright, well then. If I go here at least, I'll get there without breaking or going through his area. So I will move there. I will take a normal attack.
Okay, that hits AC 22. You hit.
Yep.
He suffers the damage. You cut into a piece of him. Again, very resistant. Suma comes 30 foot into the room. Takes a single shot at this man. Let's see. You hear her utter something in Kasath that only Krokta understands, but it's a prayer to slaying demons and devils, or the Kasath idea of them. Point blank. she sinks a shot straight into it. You see it reel backwards as it just explodes in a gout of body fluids all over Takala and Nomkath. There's a giant snake. It's his turn.
Let's see.
Oh, Asuma, I forgot you were haste. I'm going to let her move a little farther.
We'll summon a lightning storm inside of the rotting corpse that we were walking around in.
The rotting corpse.
Actually, let's see. I guess Sorry, I'm just reading Call Lightning to remember how this works.
Did you recharge the spell slot? With that? Is that what that means?
You did. Yeah, you don't spend that spell slot. Good catch, McGinnis. I forget about that
Nice.
item. That's a
really
big
sweet.
spell to get 2 uses of.
Yeah, nice. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, I always forget to look at that. Let's see, immediately upon completion. Okay, so I can call down vertical lightning bolt. So this is going to be 5d6 to the one that's in my sight over there.
Okay. And you need a little token thing. This is your call lightning thing. And okay.
Full round to cast though, right?
Oh yeah, 1 round casting time. So does that mean that's all I can do this turn, I guess?
Yeah, it takes your whole turn. Technically, I think we should
Okay.
start it next time, but I'm just going to apply it now. You zap him. You can see it's effective.
Okay. Oh, actually, I'll just do this because it might have a sound effect on it. There we go. But you can use the
Perfect.
damage from the first one.
Ah, nice. Oh, I forgot we made
I
that.
wonder
That's
why
good.
the DC is different on both of them. I wonder why.
Well, we can fix that. It doesn't matter, though.
Okay.
We'll fix that. Tokala and Nomkath. You feel a wave of unease pass over you. And then you are hit very suddenly with a storm of unpleasant memories. All at once. And the room is spinning, your eyes blur, your ears ring, and it's just a little extra potent for you, and you think you hear in your mind words as this creature appears only a few feet away, casting an attack spell at you. You can all make save. Who all can I get with this? Isuma, Tokala, and Nomkath. Confusion. DC. Where's my DC? 21. Configure something over here. Delete the chat bubbles. Do this. Okay. We want to collapse item cards. There we go. All right. Natural 20 for Tokala. You resist. Nomkath, you are confused. Go.
Quick, grease him.
Isuma is confused. That's bad. Tokala,
That could be a real problem.
you and Nomkath can both see this creature. It is a gigantic green armored crab, but its armor is made out of just some alien material. You can see a maw down in the front with pinkish flesh and white teeth. You can see strange little purple glass aquariums on the back of it. No other way to describe it. Looks like an upside down glass bowl with a little brain bobbling around inside it. You can see that on some of its limbs there are hideous yellow eyes looking in different directions, and it is clinging to the wall like Tokala was in the entire last dungeon with absolute ease. It's just comfortably hanging there, and its mind is inside yours, and it's awful. It's, if anything, worse than your experience with the black tentacle monster you ran into in Scrapwall. You feel like it's exposing all of your weakest and most horrible memories. So that's fun. Then this thing has a laser pistol. And it's going to give a little bit of this. And let's see, Asuma. That hits your touch. That hits your touch. So does that. I don't think she has any fire resistance. Actually, does she? She has fire resist 10. So she doesn't take actually very much. She's good versus lasers. Okay.
I have a question about communal protection of energy from energy.
Yeah.
Since this is touch, can I like spend my turn walking around touching people with it?
Sure.
Okay.
If you cast that and walk past a person, you may add them to the recipients.
Casting protection from energy communal fire.
Okay. You're starting by Olbrin, so he gets it. You can definitely pass within one of Kroktaw, so she gets it. You can go by McGinnis. You actually, since you're hasted, you could get everybody if you want to.
Yeah, I think I can.
Okay. If you have to skip somebody, Izuma already has 10 fire resist.
Alright, yeah. I'll just go down and get Tokala and Nomcat.
That will essentially make him immune to laser fire. That's great.
And that's my turn.
Good turn. Olbrin says, McGinnis, what just happened? McGinnis is AFK.
No, I'm right here.
Oh, are you?
He asked what happened.
Olbrin asks, yeah, you to relay what happened in here.
We got these ugly motherfuckers coming out of nowhere. They're blasting us. They got
Okay.
lasered
Okay.
and doing fire damage. Looks hot in here.
Okay.
That big ugly sucker. He cast some sort of spell.
Not clear what this is yet. Okay. All right. I think he's going to.
Wow.
Yep, he does a ton.
15d6. That is unbelievable. That is really awesome.
And let me make sure they don't have defenses. Gotcha. Oh. He's got to make a spell penetration check, which he does. Included in the roll. Great. All right. Saves, reflex for you, sir. Failed. Wow. You see Olbrin fire a lightning bolt through here. When he does, every little star and fleck in the floor just reflects brilliantly for an instant. The whole room lights up. And it looks like it does quite a bit of damage to the creature. Let's see. You did communal resist fire or protection from fire?
Communal protection.
So everybody just absorbs X amount of fire damage. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like 120 points.
Yeah, sounds
Yes, that buff is called Greased Up, Krokta. It is a tube of lube.
At first I thought it was Herschel, and then I realized.
No, as usual,
I
it's
saw, yeah. I
worse
could see
than
the
you think.
X.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this thing floats back a little bit, and it does something awful. How about that?
Well, if it moves, I'm stepping up. So
Actually, it's going here, so you'll step up to here.
yeah,
Aren't you confused though?
Oh yeah.
yeah. But I haven't rolled for this turn to whether or not I'd be in action. So
Yeah, I'll let him have it.
Alright.
Step up's pretty subconscious. This breath weapon will hit Ulfrid and Tokala. Might not even be enough to hurt Ulfrid.
No, it.
Tokala, you fail your save, and you unfortunately take 7 acid damage for 6 rounds. That's bad.
Start of my turn, or
Yeah, on your turn. You can do it end of your turn. This guy, he is going to step a little closer and give a laser burst to Isuma. Well, no, Nomkath is closer. This is for Nomkath. If any of those hit, just subtract it off of your fire damage buffer.
okay. So where's my? So my touch is 23. So yeah, all of them miss.
Great. For the first one, does it hit?
Oh, I'm looking wrong. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the first one does.
So
hit.
one of them.
Yeah.
Yep, the laser fire is pretty well. It is completely absorbed by Ulfrid's spell.
And how
I
much?
think
do we
that
get?
means you have to attack. in
Say
the
again,
next
Nomkath?
turn.
How much? How much absorbent did we get?
120.
120.
Isn't it for communal? Isn't that supposed to be split amongst the people?
The time, I think, is split.
Yeah, the
Oh.
time, and so everyone gets 10 minutes.
Yeah, everybody gets an awesome buffer, though. It's really good. All right.
Put them under temp.
Remember, I think now Nomcat, you have to attack the guy that just attacked you. on
Oh,
your
for
turn.
confusion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I get to
Alright,
roll
well,
my
that's-
beautiful confusion table.
He slides up in his slippers. What the hell are these things? I don't even want to know. And he just starts blasting.
There
If
it
I-
is. Put the GIF in Discord.
If I drop this close guy, then I'll just start directing fire at the further guy.
Fair enough.
Look out!
Hell yeah. Let's see. We have a touch AC of garbage. This crit does confirm.
Nice.
You blast him for a truckload with that first shot. The second shot does down him, and you put the rest of him into the next guy. Is he out of your first increment?
Yeah. those
So
would be, like,
you'll definitely hit.
1, 2.
Nah, you still hit. Boom, and
Also-
boom.
Okay. Cool.
Great shooting.
Moving on.
Pull this guy out.
all right.
Do they drop to the floor when they die? Do they just like
It's weird. They
Explode
sink. They slowly sink, and they kind of float off to the side. Like whatever their anti-gravity bladder or organ or whatever they have, it doesn't immediately expire. It just sort of starts floating in slow, like a dirigible that's out of control.
weird?
Uh-huh. They're deeply weird.
Start by healing myself, and then I think I can make it. Well, Nomkath is kind of in the way.
Ah, you
If
can
I
charge
charge
through him.
here-
He'll get out of your way.
I should be able to hit him.
As you charge in, you realize that it has reach because it gets an AOO against you with one of those big crab claws. And
Nice.
I don't think it hits. Rolls a 3.
I'll swing at the claw that is coming in at me.
All right. That will not pierce its armor. You bring the blade around, and the saw blades throw little pieces of chitin and armor away from it, but its skin is harder than any. You remember the river serpent. The chainsaw was able to cut his hide. This hide is even harder. It's almost like glaucite or some higher metal. This thing is a tank.
Oh, by the way, Takala, you might want to put the haste buff in so it affects your AC.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
and +1 to hit.
Is there light in here? Because I can't see past here.
The
There,
light source was me as the snake, right?
yeah, there is not light in here. The snake is emitting 60-foot daylight, and he's not in the room yet.
And then I literally have no targets I can see.
Do you want to delay until Snake Boy? Snake Girl?
Yeah, I will. I'll delay.
Okay, you delay till Snake Person. Izuma. 5-foot hop. Deadly aim. Rapid shot. Are you in your first increment? For this weapon, no. Haste. Favorite enemy.
Double 20s. Holy hell.
You see a piece of that armor shatter in front of you, Tokala. Then you see another one, and you see the beast reeling backwards. You almost hear it scream.
Was Simba confused?
Oh yeah. You're right. That might not happen. Thank you. Boom.
Oh, happens.
It happens. Lucky her. So let's see. That was shot 2, shot 3. This crit confirms, and you, Tokala, you see the little soft, pinkish, muscly mouth full of white teeth down beneath the armor. She hits it a couple times in the shell, and it reels backwards, tilts its body back at just such an angle, and she sinks this last shot straight into it. And you hear sort of a thumping and popping sound as the ice shard goes straight through the center of it. And it just falls backward in a lump, and you feel the unease in your mind suddenly calm. You and Nomcath feel better, although if you're under confusion, you're still under the spell. And then she will redirect her... No, she directs the last shot into it too, just to be sure.
Did she just kill it?
Yes.
Jesus.
She is...
85 damage crit, man.
She is a ranger of the same level you guys, and her most hated enemy is the Dominion of the Black. So she gets monstrous bonuses to hit and damage versus them, and it multiplies on a crit.
I'm glad you're on our side.
Yeah, like I said, Godslayer has competition now.
The God Snake.
Would I-
That's what
yeah,
we were
can I
calling you.
see-
God Snake.
Yeah. Yeah. Would I be able to do a spellcraft to see if I know that Suma and Nomcath are confused?
I was going to give Olbrin one, but neither one of them has acted confused yet. There's been no evidence, and the creature attacking it's a mental attack spell. It made no noise. It did not wave its claws around at all. There was no outward sign that it was even casting a spell, so you will have to wait until they act confused.
Okay, never mind then about that. So I will enter the room then, because I can't see anything yet.
And I think you have a call lightning you could move also.
Yeah, I do have a call lining. I think that's a standard to use it now.
Okay.
So I'm just looking at the room. So is that big black tentacle thing another creature, or is that?
Do you want to take some time and stare down into the floor?
Yeah, I would examine that.
It will take part of your turn.
Okay, so I won't have a standard then.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think I would do that. This would draw my attention as I come in.
Okay. Roll me a perception check then. So you stare down into the floor, the same effect as in the other room, but it seems almost greater here. What at first seems to be a giant, writhing, roiling mass of black tentacles underneath the glass floor, but above the strange space and starry night scene. As you stare into the floor, the combat around you seems to stop for an instant, just freeze in time, and you stare deeper and deeper. And you see that the tentacles are not coming from the object in the center, but they are coming from 100 points in black, dark space around it, entangling the object. They are holding it, writhing it, and constantly grabbing at it and trying to tighten their grip on it. And it's just a huge metal chunk of something. It doesn't make sense to Crocodile what she's looking at, but it's covered in tentacles. And it's underneath the floor. The floor is solid and flat. And you snap back out of this vision at will, but it does take your standard.
Would I be able to spellcraft while looking at it to see if it looks magical?
Sure. Similar effect to a black tentacle spell, which is a thing wizards and some types of druids can do, similar to an entangle spell, but seems to be some sort of effect. This room is huge, and your sense from staring at it is that it's not a spell or any other sort of dimensional trick. You think that object really is suspended in the floor somehow and being held there by this place. But it's definitely not from this place, and it's not made out of the same thing that these floors and walls are made out of. It looks metal to you.
Sorry, and it did seem like it's a magical effect, or it did not?
No, you think this place is sort of hanging on to it. It's almost like this thing is stuck in a wad of chest hair. I just don't know how else to put it than that.
Gross.
It's gross, yeah. You're welcome. Okay.
Alright. So, which one of these two shot me?
This one.
One down there. Alright, so that means I can actually...
Now the Godsneck has illuminated the battlefield.
Yes.
Good
I'm
Godsneck.
going to come here to make Tokala's move easier. And I will do... Nope. I
Oh
missed.
no.
And I take 1 point of damage.
Yeah, and you are operating under the confusion. This is the guy that shot you, so you run after him.
Yep.
Okay. This guy is going to move a little forward and fire on Izuma. That will... Oh, she has such a good AC. That will hit. This is on touch. Miss. Miss. And she absorbs a bunch of that fire damage. Seems like she's pretty good versus them. Just 10 fire resistance is enough to really take the bite out of their lasers. And the protection you guys have, they're never going to get through it.
Yeah.
Going to get him, huh? Hell yeah. That will hit. Oh yeah, Ulfred's getting up into the absurd land of AC in Pathfinder.
Yeah.
You slam the hammer down, you land a really good shot, and you feel that crunch and crackle as the armor holds. It's tough stuff. Feels like hitting steel, but it sounds like hitting tortoiseshell or bone. It's weird. Yeah, he has every buff in the game. Okay. Still no real outward sign that anyone is confused. So, Josh specifically took detect or dispel magic so that he could fix stuff like that. But he doesn't know what's happening yet. So he's going to... Well, just to be safe and make sure, he's going to kind of save his goods. Going to give him one of these. It's going to auto hit this guy over here. And this thing here. 5 foot away. Nomcath, you can follow.
5 foot up.
Okay. It is going to... Where is it? It reaches out with all of its tentacles to try to grab you.
It got me.
And let's see. Oh, I can't do that because you are... And then it slashes at you with its claws.
Those all hit.
It sort of retracts the little laser rifle and tucks it in a fold of its armor, and the tentacles go into this crazy spinning, twirling and writhing pattern, and the spines on them just start cutting you apart. It's very difficult to get out of the way of this attack.
Apply damage isn't working.
Yeah, it's been kind of bugged lately. Let me see if I can do it. Yeah, for some reason it's like adding... Oh, you have 54 temp HP. That's weird.
Oh, it's taking off the temp. Okay, I get what's going on.
Did you have a lot of temp HP?
No, that's where I was.
Oh, you
storing
put your
the,
fire... Yes,
yeah,
you have
I did
200
that.
HP. That's all right.
All right.
You can sort it out.
Got it.
My Guinness.
Alright, he slides up and empties his gun at this guy.
Okay, get him.
I only have 3 rounds left, so whatever this puts in, we'll have to only take the first 3.
Okay.
Uh,
You can just not check the haste attack. It won't happen. Or no, you should check it because your third attack is at -5, so yeah. Go ahead and do them all.
yeah.
I'll take you 3
Okay,
best.
well, we'll just...
Okay. So he has this AC. You hit. You hit. And you take the haste attack. Hit. You hit 3 times and you feel the gun just spinning in your hand. Zzz.
Should I don't think I get 5 attacks. That seems...
Haste, rapid shot, attack 1, 2, and 3. What level are you?
I'm only 11. Right?
Yeah,
Maybe.
so you should have 3 attacks.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah, you get your second one at 6th and your third one at 11. Is that right?
Yeah, base stab of 11 gets 3 attacks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's every 5 minus.
Cool.
You know.
That is very exciting. Okay.
As the I
well-
think the only +1 Bab class in the party, you wield a mighty
Yeah.
power.
Here, I'll throw the old up close and deadly on that son of a bitch, too.
Get him.
Oh, never mind.
No?
There's insufficient charges. It's fine. It's cool.
You spent all your grit today?
I don't see on what.
Oh,
I think you spent grit
what
on
is-
the.
Did you spend it outside on anything? Maybe we just didn't rest you last time. I think you should have full grit. Go ahead and spend it. I've refilled
Yeah,
you.
I should have full.
I think we just forgot to rest him.
Yeah.
So go ahead and do your up close and deadly on this boy.
Oops. There we go. Okay.
I'm your huckleberry.
Boom. That's doing a bunch of
Oh, that
damage
was a
nowadays.
Good one.
Damn.
Yeah. All right.
That added quite a lot.
use some fervor to pop up some magic instruments.
Hell yeah.
And then, knowing that this thing flails at me, I'm going to continue to charge right in.
Hell yeah. Get him.
Go
Not
over
right there.
one more.
Yeah, I was trying to. There we go. That's where I meant to go.
You see the rogue just subtly nudging his head to the left. No.
No.
I'm
trying
flank,
to-
flank. Give me flank. Give me. No. Stupid fighter. No.
Maybe the first time this whole campaign that I've flanked, so you know.
He wished upon a star. Today's the day. Took hollow flanked.
Okay, and then I think that draws an attack from it.
These don't have reach. They have short little tentacles. They're just
okay.
dangerous as hell.
So it was just the little crab dude.
Yeah, big crab dude
Alright.
has reach. He's a big boy.
Nice.
Holy shit. That does confirm. You just start sawing into it. Oh, and Nomcath, this is the fun about you and the chainsaw and flanking, is Nomcath is soaked. Head to toe. You can't do that on television. Bucket of paint dumped on him. You just
And
see...
more often than not, he kills it before I actually get any sneak attacks in.
You now have a pink panther in front of you. He is covered head to toe in pink blood and guts, and then there's a couple of eyes looking at you as he drips. And Asuma.
If it's still alive, can it be intimidated?
It's impressed. Yeah, try. It's still alive. They're very tanky. Asuma attacks nearest target. Oh no.
I knew it. The tech corrupted her mind.
Oh boy. Here we go. Let's see. She is... Or the target is... What is it? Shaken that you apply? Yeah.
Oh, click my corner to get smashed thing. Yeah, shaken.
Target HD and Wisdom mod. Hit dice. Got it. It is not quite shaken. You missed by 1. It has a truckload of... Yep, it has a truckload of hit dice and a decent Wisdom mod. It has as many hit dice as you. Although it's hard to tell. It is flailing kind of madly, just tearing at Nomcath from all sides. Isuma attacks the nearest target, which is either the Godsneck or Olbrin. On a roll of 1, it's the Godsneck. Yep, she shoots the shit out of the Godsneck.
Bitch.
This should still feel strangely familiar.
She luckily does not have favorite enemy party.
Pissed off.
Oh, you lucked out on how she rolled.
Missed. Yeah, Godsneck has a dope armor class. She missed every time.
Well, it's not even that, just how low she rolled.
Yeah, she also-
A 4, a 1.
Wait, did the first one hit 28?
No, you have a 29 AC.
Oh, it's not on touch though?
Zero rifle hits on piercing damage first. No, it's not on touch.
Oh, nice.
So she just opens up and fires a full burst at you, and now anybody with spellcraft can roll spellcraft,
Okay.
which will include Olbrin. Yep, you both identify it. She's under a confusion spell.
I kind of wish I would have failed.
So you could blame the technology.
I was gonna warp metal on her gun and break it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
If you
she
did
was
that to
so-
McGinnis, he would punch you to death.
Well, I don't know if I'd do it to McGinnis because he's not.
Destroy one of my 7 pistols, how dare you?
Yeah, like it matters with him. Just pull another one out.
Pull a bigger one out.
Okay, well,
Turn
since I know
guns.
she's confused,
Okay.
This actually.
What does Godsneck do for his turn? Her turn.
Yeah, I have this spell hostility from my archetype that removes confusion.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
It also suppresses super bless for 1 round.
It suppresses what?
It'll suppress bless as long as I concentrate on it. So
Oh,
those of us in it will lose bless for like a round, but it removes confusion.
suppresses morale. I think we looked at this last time. There's like no save on the confusion thing, right?
I mean, I don't know. I guess if she's hostile towards me, because it says will negates for the spell, but it says removes confused condition from all targets. It doesn't say anything about. It says automatically suppresses any morale. Let's see, and removes confusion.
Suppresses fear. It just says it removes the confused condition.
I mean, honestly, it's like the only useful aspect of it.
No, I like that. Yeah, I like that it's no save. And I got to tell you, you're going to keep fighting the Dominion. That's going to become the most useful ability in the party. Because you are going to suffer a lot of mental spells that works on. So I'm actually kind of glad we chose that. There's some encounters ahead that I was like, oh, be a TPK of confusion.
Yeah,
Okay.
So
really good.
do
You
that,
remove it from her. She snaps out of it and holds up 2 of her hands and says, I am so sorry.
guard your mind. Be stronger next time. And then after that, I'm just gonna walk into the massive chest there, like slither my way into that and see what I see.
You just sort of slither across a solid, flat floor. Whatever's going on with the massive tentacles is happening underneath the floor. You're just seeing it because the floor is translucent.
Got it. Yeah, so I'll just hang out there.
You suddenly realize that this room would be really great for a disco. You know? No? Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, moving on.
it's fine.
Oh, you win some, you lose some. It's fine. Oh, did you want to move your lightning thing?
It takes a standard.
Oh, it takes your
so-
standard.
Yeah, so I use that on this
Gotcha.
hostility. It's
Gotcha,
fine.
gotcha.
I regen that spell anyways. Who cares, right?
Does your dispel hostility, is it single target? No, it's 20-foot radius spread.
So I put it purposely not on Nomcath because I felt that was metagamey because I don't really.
You don't know that he's confused? He doesn't seem to be, yeah. There's no outward sign. No, you're right. You're being fair. Nomcath, this thing attacked you. Light it up. There's some natural ones there. For some reason, you've chosen Mercy. Not sure why. Let's
Oh, I
see.
got a crit in.
So there's a crit, and then there's another hit, and then there's another hit. So I think 3 sneak attacks.
Let me get this out of the way for myself. I take 5 damage for myself.
And knowing your sneak attack as I do,
Mhm.
your first sneak attack roll will kill it. It is teetering.
Because my first sneak attack is going to be crit sneak attack. So
Boom. Yeah. You tear it apart. The tentacles, Nomcath, normally you would just try to avoid all those blades cutting at you, but he takes a different approach with this creature. He has a different sort of confidence, and you're pretty sure you can survive all the nicks and cuts and stabs from the tentacles, but you don't think you could actually avoid all of them. So he just wades into it and starts stabbing, looking for vital organs, and you finally find one, and it slowly drifts. You feel it destabilize and start to turn on its side and float downward and away from you. It is definitely dead.
alright. And that's my turn.
Okay. Ulfred, this thing backs a little bit. Actually, no, it's gonna fucking... Gonna try to claw you. Nope, nope. 27, nope. And it tries to grab and squish with its other tentacles. Negative. Ulfred just puts a shield in this thing's face, and on the other side of this shield is a mass of wriggling tentacles, and he's just not having any of it.
I will full attack the thing.
Okay. That's going to hit. You bash it into the ground. Bash it to pieces. Part of its armor starts to finally break under the pressure of repeated hammer blows in the same area. And it, again, just sort of gently starts floating to the floor. You would be out of combat, except Nomcath is still technically a combatant, because he is confused as shit. So, a second or two passes. No one knows Nomcath is confused. Now, Nomcath, we shall roll.
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
I'm not surprised.
You're going to have to 5-foot hop and murder your friend.
Mhm.
Tokala, perception check.
Do I notice him?
Here's the thing. I want to look at this because I want to play this right.
Right.
It being confusion, it's basically it would be more of along the lines of a hallucination.
Yep. You see
rather
him.
than-
You see him as an enemy. You don't see him as Tokala.
Exactly, because otherwise I'd be, if it was more like mind control where I say kill him, I would do something more subtle and I'd say, okay, I'm going to roll a deception so he doesn't notice me coming up so I can get him flat-footed.
Now, you see him as the most recent enemy in your mind, which is one of these floating things.
All right, so I basically just spring forward and do an attack.
Tokala, you are not surprised as Nomcath leaps at you with blades out and just starts blasting.
I should. Oh, wait a second. That's a 5-foot, so yeah.
Yep.
I get my
You get a full attack with haste. Don't forget to
haste. Yeah.
don't forget to kill your friend.
Oh,
Oh shit.
damn. You're lucky I'm not getting my sneak attacks on.
Miss. Confirmed crit. Ow.
I said you're lucky I'm not getting my sneak attacks on this.
Didn't that first? Oh, you guys aren't counting the first one you rolled?
Nah, we'll ditch that one. It's easier to do it this way.
Yeah.
All right. So now everybody knows Nomcath's confused. Ulfred, you want to do something about it? You know that
Oh, sorry.
Krokta has the cure.
Kroktak's busy looking at the tentacles. He don't care.
I will yell at Kropta to pay attention and get the cure, and help our friend.
Okay. Then you yield to Krokta's turn. Krokta removes the confusion, and we are now actually out of combat.
Sorry, Tokala. You look like that damn black thing again.
Well, Azuma, I guess you've seen these things before, have you?
She nods. She points at this thing over here, this huge green crab monster with the brains on its back. She sort of gestures towards the brain with the tip of her weapon. And she points at one of the brains. She says, human. She points at another one. She says, either human or half-orc, I can't tell. And she points at another one that's slightly different shape and says, Kasath.
Damn thing's wearing brains like a beaded necklace.
She shakes her head a little bit. She says they're not worn as aesthetics or prizes. They are used. They empower them. Those brains and the creatures that belong to them are alive and trapped inside this monster, although now they will finally die.
I guess that's a mercy.
Are they dying
Are they-
already?
Yes, without the creature to sustain them, they will die.
So couldn't put it inside that jar, could we? To save the Kasaf?
Yeah, you possibly
Maybe
could.
talk to
If you could find a way to remove the brain without squishing it, you could attempt to put it in the jar and keep it alive that way.
as much as it is tempting. I would love to talk to them, but maybe that's wrong to do. I wouldn't like someone to do that to me. Put me in a jar. Probably just rather rest. Finally.
Isuma says she thinks that would be a noble thing to try, but she also fears that they have been in this creature for an untold amount of time and there may be nothing of them left.
Never mind.
So this is the creature that Binox wants?
Oh yeah, I plumb forgot about that whole deal we made with those guys.
You can roll me a knowledge engineering check or a craft check for you, Ulfred. The body panels of this crab monster, the armor of it, the type of chitin that covers its claws is so dense and so pierce and slash and crush resistant while being fairly light that you think it might be valuable to Binox. And the same thing for these other creatures. Their weird metallic spiky carapace is probably valuable, although even if you were to butcher all of the muscle and other things out of it, each one of these carapaces has to weigh a couple 100 pounds.
What about these rifles they're firing? Those look like they got any use to us?
Oh yeah, that's actually, you look at that and you see a fairly standard little carbine. It's something between a pistol and a submachine gun, but it's basically a little laser submachine gun called a Glazer.
Oh, this is fun.
If I peeled off some of these crab shells, would I'd be able to patch them together with my sea serpent scales and make an armor?
Maybe. You would need incredibly advanced tools to cut and shape these things.
I know people.
You do. You do. Let's
me.
see. What's the most inappropriate loot box I could possibly put out here? How about a bookcase? And then let's enable dragging. Go in here.
So I've already got a name for Tokala's new armor then.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Surf and Turf Scale Mail.
Oh, boy.
Amazing. Yes.
Surf and turf scale. Surf and turf mail.
Mm-hmm.
Impressive.
Because it's sea serpent scales and basically land crab armor. So surf and turf.
I think we've found some Glazers.
Yeah, this looks familiar. Who wants one? We can just walk around blasting our way through this place. It'll be a hoot. You'll love it. He starts handing them out. Here you go. One for you. One for you. One for you.
Nothing else, they're worth some money, I bet. Or pieces we can use for other things, so I'll grab one.
Master Druid, would you like a Glazer rifle?
What do you think?
Yeah,
Wilfred?
you can use it as a bat. You'll love it.
I'd rather die than become like you.
Wow.
No sense of humor, this one.
A lot of hostility.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my
Well, you
spell
may get your
hostility
wish,
spell
my
doesn't
friend,
work
I
on
think.
myself. No, what were you saying?
I guess
Oh, like, get my wish.
You might get your wish. I'm sure there's plenty more tentacular horrors in here that'd be more than happy to send you on your way. But in the meantime, I'll
fine.
be blowing them to smithereens with
At least I'll die with
guns
honor.
like this.
rather die with honor than live in shame like you.
Can we not have that argument in here? It's bad enough without getting into that right now.
Alright. I did notice, yeah, no, McGinnis, I know, I had no interest in those corrupted toys of yours, but I did notice over here something's under the floor. I don't know if you guys had a chance to see it during the fight, but I was looking
No,
at
I was too
something.
busy trying to kill our enemies during the fight. But, it's interesting that you've noticed that. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I was taking time to just kind of slither around on the floor and chill, but yeah.
Ooh, shade.
I
So
did
Colin,
provide
you wanna
light
grab
for the room. I would like to point out. I served the purpose of a lamp.
Godsnick.
Yes, you have achieved the usefulness of a lamp.
For one person.
More than some.
Yeah,
some
for
can
one
hope
person
for.
that can't see. I am Nomkat's torch for this dungeon.
So, Caller, you want to grab those Dominion carapaces for your arts and crafts project?
Did he put them in there? Oh yeah, there we go.
He did.
Nice.
Each one weighs 500 pounds.
Oh Jesus! Don't we have a bag of holding?
Yep.
I
I only looted one.
Oh yeah.
Each one is more than 6 feet across and will not fit in the bag of holding. I mean, it would fit if you
Cut
could
out.
get it in there, but the opening's too small.
Oh, you're nah.
What? We having a Discord failure?
But you're still cutting out.
Yeah, we're having a
it's
Discord struggling. Is it better now?
Yep, there we go.
Okay, good.
Oh, does anyone have an idea how to get under this floor here? Or... I don't really understand it. I thought it was magic, but it doesn't seem to be magic, whatever is holding it down there.
I mean, do we even want to get under it?
I do. Yeah. I mean, we found a Kassath brain in here. Maybe there's a Kassath trapped underneath there.
Possible there's stairs.
So,
There's a
Takala,
door over here.
how are you carrying? Well, Foundry's bugged, so it's not weighing them, but you don't have a way to carry 2,000 pounds of carapace, I
Yeah.
don't think.
I can't even scroll down to the bottom of my character sheet to see the weight. So.
Okay. Yeah. There is they know about this bug. I already reported it to him. I mean, Tokala's heavy load is crazy. He could actually, like, carry or drag 2 of these a significant distance. I just figure you don't want to while you're in the middle of a dungeon.
No.
Yeah.
We had discussed the bag of holding. What? Do we have space on that? Do you want to fit those in there?
The opening is only so big, and the crab in particular is huge. But even the Lunarmas, their shell is a good 5 or 6 feet across and 4 feet high with spikes. It will not go through the opening of the bag of holding.
Well, I mean, we can do like we did in Scrapball and basically, once we're finished clearing it out, throw together some sleds of some sort, and or I mean, Olbrin could teleport a few of us and the carapaces straight to Torch, and the rest of us camp out somewhere.
Yeah. So I can drag 6,000 pounds. So if we make a sled, I should be able to pull it back with us.
Yeah. Sounds
Got
good.
it. I'll put it on my to-do list right after we get out of this disgusting, squishy hole that we're in.
Right.
Make
Give me a
a
minute.
bed.
He starts dragging them over to the entrance.
The exit, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you going
Well,
to drag him back to the entrance?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if we can get it out there. Probably what we'll just have to do is to just have Olbrin teleport straight to Torch. And
Give me-
take the stuff with him.
While you guys are messing with these and Tokala's dragging them forcibly through all these doors, someone give me a knowledge engineering check. Or Nomkath, roll me a disable. Natural 20. Nomkath, you spot it immediately. The claws of the green crab monster are perfectly shaped to open the doors. No problem.
Hey, Tokala, can you cut it? Take that chainsaw and cut it right here at this joint. Just take that claw right off.
No problem. It's still gonna be pretty heavy though. And he yeah, fires it up. Wow. Right between some joints.
Yeah, that way it's not damaging too much.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
and he's trying to keep it close to the claw so that we're not like, going super heavy with this thing.
Sure. Okay. Let's see. Let me make you the weirdest object I probably ever had to make in Foundry.
Claw key.
Yeah. It is a Dominion claw. Yeah, it's just a Dominion claw. That's all it is. And it weighs 50 pounds. And it needs, of course, its own custom icon, which is going to be gross. Because reasons. So, Tokala. I would ask how you're going to separate the claw from the creature, but I think I know.
Violently.
There is the Dominion claw in there if you wish to take it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit too heavy for me to carry around, so you'll have to take it.
But now, as far as you can tell, Nomcat, these doors are not necessarily for security. They are specifically, and you engineers will think this too, McGinnis and Alfred, these doors are not for security purposes. They are to seal air and liquid in separate rooms. They are to seal off the rooms. And the claw, it's not really a key or a lock per se. It's just only that creature can easily open these doors.
Well, that makes me feel better about something creeping up on us from around the corner. We're the only ones that can get through these squishy holes.
Yeah, we can start closing them behind us now, if we want.
Yeah. Well, we got 2 doors to the south and 1 to the north. Maybe we could head to the west and try and see what's over there.
Yeah, let's do that.
So this door?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Someone stick a claw in there.
I'll have to wait for the light to show up.
Claw.
The claw.
Now who needs me, huh?
Wow.
Oh, we already said that you're only a light for me. We put it out there blatantly.
Can I ride on Nomcat's shoulders?
Probably way too much for me right now.
If you turn into a small enough creature, perhaps.
Nah, I'll just stay bigger. Actually, screw it. Yeah, I'll turn into well, let me see how many wild shapes I have left. Nah, not worth it.
It's a brand new day. You should have only used the one wild shape, right?
No, 'cause I think I was a ape whenever we were opening the door
Mhm.
here, and then I turned into this
Oh,
snake.
okay. Yeah.
So I only got 4 per day. So.
But let's all stop for a minute to appreciate the fact that all these different discussions, conversations, room traversals, investigations that you've had with Krokta, she has been a brightly glowing python.
Yep.
60-foot radius daylight spell on a python.
Good drugs, man.
Haste has worn off, so you can take off that buff. You can still keep your minute per level buffs for a bit longer.
How long does the call lightning stick around?
Round per level, I think.
Oh,
But he didn't spend it, as you noticed. He
Yeah.
recharged it, so he still has it.
oh yeah.
All right. So
It's a
yeah.
miniature level, actually.
Oh, yeah, it might still be around.
All right. So Takala, if you just stick the claw in right there, and if you grab here and here and turn this way, it'll open it right up.
Tokala?
I'll give it a shot.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a dex check. Nomcath, you see that he at first was about to try and put it in backwards, but then he turns it around and puts the pointy end in, and he just sort of violently shoves it in there, pushes it a couple directions, and twists it, and the door unlocks.
All right. So just like that.
You open the door and see a huge chamber stretching to the northwest. It goes easily 150 feet that way, and you see some probably what looks like passages on the left going southwest. It's a very long open room.
Let's search for rock grubs again on the wall.
Natural one. You see no evidence of them.
All good in here.
McGinnis will search too. He hates those things.
Continue up the hall here and then come back for the door.
Sure.
What I was thinking.
Right around there. Okay. We are going to go to initiative because you're going to be attacked, unfortunately. You can roll your initiatives, but we are in a surprise round at the moment. And let's see. In the surprise round, Tokala, ahead of you, you see one of the crabs appearing on the wall as it attempts to pierce your mind with a powerful spell. You can roll a will save versus hold monster. DC 22. Natural 20, you resist.
Again.
Yeah. Only on the will saves.
You see another one appear in Nomcath. You can make a will save against DC 22.
You already know how this is going. Yep.
Nomcath, you are held. And McGinnis, you can make a will save against DC 22. Hold monster. 1. McGinnis and Nomcath are held.
Huh.
Takala has magic dice, even in Foundry. Isuma casts gravity bow on her ice rifle. She has expeditious retreat, so she runs at them with her rifle as she casts her spell on it. McGinnis, you are held, but on your turn, you can attempt a will save to break out. I think hold monster is the same as hold person.
Do I get a save right now?
Uh-huh. And you failed by 1.
There we go.
Yep. Functions like hold person, and each round you may attempt a new saving throw, which is a full round action, so even if you make it out, you've wasted that turn, but at least you get to try every turn.
Can't make body move.
Nomcat, same deal.
I'll be here all night.
You might be. We'll see.
I got a 25% chance of making it.
You missed by 1.
Yep.
You both missed by exactly 1. Impressive rolling. One ongoing spell on a creature or object. Targeted dispel. Checking to see if... I don't think he can do both of them at the same time. Yeah. Okay. So he needs a caster level check, which he will do. And there's no button for that, is there? No, here it is. Boom! Okay. Party, who do you want him to do first?
Nomcath.
He dispels.
Is it-
Yeah, true.
He dispels magic on Nomcath.
You've got a 50-50 chance of freeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is Olbrin, boys. So he then uses Peerless Speed and does it again.
Wow.
He dispels it off McGinnis. You see him hold up his fingers like guns and blow imaginary smoke off of them and put him back in the holsters.
Alright. I can't see anything yet, so I'm gonna move up first.
God's neck. God's neck.
Okay. So that I can actually see what's going on. Let's see. I'll try this one. So I'll create like a hot downdraft of wind
Okay.
above two of them. If I can hit them, like two on the left.
Fire damage.
Try to blast down. So you have 46 plus 1 per caster level, so 46 plus 11.
Okay.
And knocks them prone if they fail the fortitude.
2 on the left or the 2 on the right?
2 on the left.
Okay. Let's see how they do. That is a fail and a made it.
Okay. Yeah,
So at
one on
least for one turn, this one is knocked. They were hanging on the wall, and you actually knocked this one off the wall and onto the ground.
Oh, nice. And it says any creature that takes damage from it becomes fatigued.
Okay. Interesting. It's a good spell.
I like it.
Oh, actually, both of them are fatigued then, right? Because they only have fire damage. Cool.
Fatigued or
Half the fire damage
exhausted.
and negates the knocked prone.
Yeah. Okay. Very good spell. Okay. Did you need to move anymore, or did you already move? You already moved.
That was my move.
Above 30 feet and at us. My favorite.
Hell yeah. Okay. Everyone except Olbrin. DC 21 will save versus confusion. Assume it makes it.
I don't.
29, Croctaw. Goodness.
Is this considered an emotion and or fear effect?
I don't think it's considered either of those, but let me make sure.
Or head targeting?
It does target your, well, it does target your mind. It doesn't really target your head. Unable to determine their actions. It is madness, trickery, entropy, lust, riot, whimsy. Sure. We'll call it an emotion effect. Do you have a bonus versus that?
Yeah. And is it a spell like?
It is a spell.
Oh, cool. So I get +2 to that, so I succeed.
Okay. You resist.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. The next one does the same thing. In the same spot. Roll another confusion save. And you can have 2 confusion spells on you at the same time. Natural 1 for McGinnis. Going great. Krogta. That's bad news.
He's gonna get real wacky.
The one that is on the ground.
Do they have? Sorry to pester, but do they have exhausted on them? Because I didn't see the icon.
They have... I thought they're just fatigued. Or is...
Oh, is it fatigue? Did I say it wrong?
Yeah. They have fatigued.
Fatigue. Okay, my bad.
Okay, and... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right about there. Like this. Yep, this is going to get Tokala, Ulfred, Nomkath, and McGinnis. And I'll make a DC 20 reflex save as a lightning bolt rips through the room. Oh, look at these monster saves. Oh, even Ulfred, the fucking dwarf, backflips out of the way. Who got that in their bingo card? All right. Tokala, as they invade your mind, did you succumb to a confusion or are you good?
I did.
Okay. In your mind, you feel them looking around, scanning. Feels like they're updating, catching up on all the things in your brain they've missed since the last time they invaded it. In fact, you hear them sort of almost acknowledge you.
That does sound like my name.
Punch yourself for 6, bud.
Did you attack the guy that just lightning bolted you, though?
Exactly. Sort of light. It's AoE. You got caught in an AoE.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Izuma. She needs to make a second save. Natural 1. She's confused.
Okay, awesome.
Act normally. She's gonna be confused. Yeah, she's just gonna open up on him. Fuck you, she says. You fucking filth. Oh, and she has gravity bow on. This should be fun. Rapid shot. She's not hasted. She's not within her first range increment. They are favored enemy. Hit that sauce. Holy fuck. She targets this one on the right.
Jesus.
That hits. That crit does not confirm, unfortunately, or she would have done 96. Then miss. And then hit for 35. So she did 50, 60, about 110 without confirming her crit. You have never seen her look so angry and yet so perfectly composed, aiming perfectly. You see her shots are sinking into the same fleshy, soft part of its body. She's not touching the carapace or any of its armor plates. She looks like she's more in the zone than she's ever been. Do you need a confusion roll or two?
Oh yeah, give it to me. I
You need
one.
just one? Boom.
Yeah, the end was great.
God damn, I want that as a ringtone. Oh. Excellent RP, sir. Enjoy your... Nomcath, you confused?
Yeah, ×2.
2. All right. Well, the first confusion. Oh, no. But then as you're about to do that... Oh, no.
You decide that's a really good idea.
On a 1, it's McGinnis. You attack Izuma.
All right. And it's full attack.
Get her. Her armor class is 27. She turns as you attack, and honestly, her lower arms draw. She has that little energy shield she holds, the buckler, and she just kind of sword fights you. It's pretty impressive. She does a really good job of blocking all your attacks.
I put the power attack on in hopes that I would miss.
Yeah, you're flailing away. Olbrin is like, I cannot dispel 7 different spell effects. Wow.
That's okay. Godsnick will take care of it next.
If I'm not confused.
He says, Olbrin says, Tokala, are you confused? Do you feel confused?
What? He's just kind of like sitting there scratching at his own arm like, there's something under the skin, Olbrin.
Oh, fuck.
see
He just watched you
sitting there
punch yourself.
bleeding. Yeah.
Are any of you not confused?
I'm not.
You.
And
Just
how did all the
Alfred's not.
skin get on my arm?
God, okay.
Fun.
No. Olbrin's quite smart. Josh is, as a player, Josh is smarter than I am. So I think he would agree with you, Krokta. He's going to do another dispel. Feels like this is what he does this combat. On Krokta, he is trying to dispel Krokta's confusion. 29, he does. He has rolled awesome on that. That's 3 high 20s to dispel. Your confusion's gone, Krokta.
Nice.
Yep.
Then
Well-
with that, I would turn around, see Nomcath trying to kill my Kasathan friend there, and shoot him. No, it's kidding. Dispel. And everyone will lose confusion.
Everyone's confusion spells are removed.
Yeah, and
Does it
I guess
remove-
technically Bless is suppressed for 1 round.
Does that remove double confusion though?
It's AoE. So.
I'm just making sure because it's kind of funny if it didn't.
Nah.
Super Bless.
Like I said,
would
his
be tough.
power is so specialized that I'm making it really good. Nice.
Okay, then that's it.
Fucking caster MVPs, man. This would be a real ugly scene without that shit.
Alright, I'm guessing these guys are evil, right?
Oh, you've never seen anything worse than these.
Alright, I am going to pop my shiny new buff, Eagle Soul, with a free action,
Whoa.
turning it from power per level to counter level to get my buff.
I
And I
think,
will charge. Huh?
I think you've earned it.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I can only play a few seconds or YouTube will mute us forever.
Merge this. yeah.
It's a crap roll, but their AC is not that. Actually, their AC is pretty good. Huh.
But he's also prone, so that gives him bonus.
Actually, he's not because they are. They have 6 legs. They can stand up as a swift action.
Okay.
So he is still fatigued, but that doesn't affect his AC, I don't think. Nope. Okay. You hit exactly. He's got a 25 AC.
Nice.
Boom. You land a hammer blow. Good part. And you feel the armor kind of crack. Definitely did some serious damage. And this one over here that Isuma lit up decides that she sucks, but they are extremely intelligent. So it drops a hold monster on Izuma. Even with her favorite enemy bonus, she does not make that. She is held. And the next one dislikes Little Dwarf Boy being on it, but it also looks at Little Dwarf Boy and, again, the intelligence. Recognizes that this is probably the humanoid equivalent of a crab, in that he has no illusions that he can actually crack your shell and hurt you that way. So yeah, he's not going to try that. Scoots backward away from you a little bit. Nope. Yeah, he's just going to go ahead and hit you with the big will save again. Make me a will save, Ulfred. Total of 34. You are not held. Croctaw, make me a will save, DC 22.
Okay. And are we? Sorry, I wasn't clear earlier. Are we saying Super Blessed does get suppressed by?
Nah, super blessed survives. It's the thinking man's blessed spell. It survives. Now, when it blasts Isuma, she hears something in her head, which you're not privy to. And when it blasts Ulfred, he hears this in his mind. And Croctaw, you hear.
It's an enchantment, so I get +4, 23. Do I pass?
It is an enchantment. Well, yeah. Hold person? Let me see. Yeah,
It says
it
on
is.
the top score.
It is. Totally is. Yep. You resist.
Sweet.
Awesome. I get to act normally, right? Because of the
You do.
whole,
Thanks to your spellcasters just dumping abilities on you.
Right. I'm gonna move up to there. Or how about there? And then I am going to wave my chainsaw in the air menacingly. Dazzling display.
Hell yeah. I guess I need to total up their wisdom and hit dice.
Yeah, you better.
Okay. Let me see what I got here. Difficulty you're going for is 26.
Ooh, real quick before
Yeah?
I do that, I'm going to use Fervor to cast this spell. Face of the Devourer.
Ulfred, I think you're the only one that can see this, as Turkala's face gets twisted into a hideous shape, but the spell says insect legs instead of teeth and pits instead of eyes, but you look over and you see glowing red eyes and Hellboy horns going out and around his head and huge overdeveloped teeth. His mouth, his jaw is unhinged. His face looks like a screaming, angry Hellion to you.
Huh.
And you both hear emanating, in fact, Takala, you'll hear it even louder, from their minds as they mentally look at you. You will hear them think, Hellion.
Nice.
Interesting-
Okay.
Interesting that you had that on deck.
Actually, I have 2 of them prepared.
No, I'm talking Toby having that recording.
Oh yeah,
I
that
think
is
he has
weird.
a voice changer, no?
No, I don't have the voice changer installed right
oh
now.
man.
All of these are pre-prepared.
Weird, I didn't hear anything.
You didn't?
It was
You
a little
might-
quiet, but-
You might need a browser refresh if you're not hearing it. But I'll play it again. Are you getting the danger zone when I play it?
I got the danger zone.
Okay, that's more important.
I don't know, sometimes I don't hear Foundry sounds.
Yeah, well, stupid plot shit, who cares? But danger zone is essential. Danger zone is essentially the music form of Super Plus.
Yep.
Okay, I mean that's good. You're gonna have to put that as the music for him.
I will.
Super
I
Bowl.
could. You know, I can do that. The Pathfinder implementation in Foundry is so good that I can actually attach the opening notes of Danger Zone to Ulfred's Blast spell. That's how cool this platform is. $30. You reach them. They look at you, and you, Tokala, you release this spell on them, and you sense that little shard, that little piece of his soul that is still Hellion. And you just give them a little taste. And you sense them. You see them for a moment in their souls. You understand that they are chaotic evil. They are ancient beings. They are absolutely pure evil souls. And you just show them one right back that actually does seem to frighten them. And you notice that as they are frightened of you, they are also excited and awed and impressed. And they're also fucking shaken. Good job.
That's my turn.
It worked.
Finally.
It worked. Isuma. She is under a hold person. She tries to get out. With her favorite enemy bonus, she is out. That is her turn, though. McGinnis.
Guinness will move into firing position. Take a shot at this guy right here.
Hell yeah. You said far left?
Yes.
Okay. That will hit their armor class. And you do the damage.
I'll throw it up close and
I'm
deadly
your
in there.
huckleberry.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hit him with it. Got it.
This is where it's. I could charge this guy, at least get into melee. May regret this, but I will do so. Oops, too far. Back one. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
All this time that I've had these and have never rolled once, except for like the first combat.
You know, I can make that roll since you're doing it so much. I should make it auto compute for you.
Yeah, we can worry about it later.
Amazing, dude. That's like 3 times just tonight.
And 4 times total, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Pretty great. What a great magic item. Who designed that? That's good shit. Okay, let's see. Olbrin moves forward. Holy shit. He has... Oh, because of the Dispel Magics, he's burned through all his level 3 spells. He cannot haste anymore. Okay. Fuck it, he's just gonna pour on the damage. Ooh. What's your touch AC, bud? He lands it. That crits. Although, it should have rolled 2 of these. Let me click it again. Let me refill your spells, first of all. There we go. 21. He lights this one on the right up with fire damage. It looks like it's in very rough shape.
Didn't he get 3 rays?
Yeah, I was just reading that.
Should he get 3?
That's
He's
better.
11th. Yeah, I think you're right.
Says-
Fix
yeah.
fix his spells. Oh, don't tell Josh I was shorting him on his shocking grasp. Scorching rays. Okay. Okay. And he misses. See? Why bother with that third one? Okay, Godsnick.
So I kind of lost track here. Is there any of these that I've seen have not been hit?
The one in the middle is relatively undamaged compared to the other 2. You can see that much.
Okay. Good. Range here. Sorry. Yes, that's 55.
Okay. I'm
Just
just
on range. I'll move forward a little bit.
Okay, I'm just rolling this to test it. There it is, and wow, it went overboard. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay, I'll fix that later.
So Croctail will aim at that one in the middle with Baleful Polymorph
Oh,
and try
shit.
to turn it into like that little, I think it's called Petramin. I have that. It's like a Kasathan flying squirrel, basically.
Okay, roll me a spell penetration check.
Okay, and I get plus for that because I had. That was the feat I took. So let me see.
In fact, I need to check this.
I
Yeah,
get plus 2 on caster roll checks for that.
All right,
So,
awesome. Oh, I see that.
Okay, so is this under? Where's spell penetration?
You took the feat spell penetration? Because Olbrin has
Yeah,
it too.
I
I can.
took
I'm just going to copy his to you because I made a little
Okay.
thing that he rolls. It's very easy.
Cool.
Let's see. So we come over here, feats, and spell penetration. Put that on you. Delete your that does nothing, and then now you have a thing under features, spell penetration. You can click it. There you go. That is high enough. You pierce his spell resistance, and you change him into a small animal. Is that what you're going for?
Yeah, it's like I had an icon for it at some point. It's like a little squirrely looking thing. But yeah, in Kassath they have, it's in like the bestiary actually, they have like a little flying squirrel thing from Kassath that could like glide. So yeah, a little tiny animal.
Okay, so the middle one. He makes a fort save to try and not be polymorphed.
Ah,
He makes it.
damn him.
I see also, it's interesting though, they get a will save if they fail, and if they fail that, they lose their spell casting ability. It's a total bone
Yeah.
job. That spell is completely debilitating if he rolls bad. Pretty good. Okay, Godsneck, you can move if you need to.
Alright,
Hammer
yeah.
time.
How did you know?
If they have spell resistance, wouldn't Josh needed to roll the spell penetration for his
If you look,
concentration raise?
Josh's spell penetration rolls automatically,
Yeah,
and his first check was a 30 plus.
I see it. Yep. All right.
Let's see. That will hit. And then that second one will miss. He's looking pretty rough. But now it's my turn. You guys are getting kind of spread out. I don't know if I like that. Yep. This one turns invisible. Tokala and Nomkath, you can still feel them on the edges of your mind rooting around. They're not able to just take whatever they want from you. It's almost like they're asking questions and trying to bring thoughts to the surface of your mind where they can kind of see them or scoop them. They can't force your memories out of you unless they totally dominate you. But now they're saying things to you to try and trigger ideas. They're like imprinting faces and people in your mind. And
I lean into the headband of the murderer, and I'm just picking out targets and focusing my concentration on that
okay.
as a counter.
Okay. Well, you hear a number of other names said to you, but you force them out and push them away and refuse to give them anything they want. So you just hear your own name. And this one also visible. And this one. Well, he's just gonna have to try this again, I think. Okay. Yep. He's gonna go for it. This one's feeling ballsy. Who can we get? Who can we get? Yeah. No. This is the most damage. Confusion on Kroktaw, McGinnis, Olbrin, and Isuma. Got one. Failed on Kroktaw. And failed on Olbrin and Isuma. All I got was McGinnis.
Surprise.
Here's hoping I get that
Yeah,
attack
serious.
nearest.
It's a snake in your boots, McGinnis.
As for the whispers, Kroktaw, you hear, and McGinnis, since you failed your save and it invaded your mind and was able to confuse you, you notice that it seems to be looking for female androids. It's showing you faces of dozens of female androids. What would be the first one that would come to his mind?
The McGinnis is mine.
Uh-huh.
What's her name?
Morgana?
Yeah, Morgana. Like the first female android he ever met.
You hear it whisper her name, and it seems to collect some information from you.
Damn it! Get out of here.
Okay. Isuma made her save. 5 foot hops forward.
You skipped a
Did
call.
I just get?
I just skipped Takala because who wants to see his turn? Get it.
You just wanted to hear the hype.
I was hoping to skip it so I could do more damage, but
So, question about
Yeah.
sickened. It says it last. Whatever it was. You know what I'm saying?
shaken.
It says it lasts shaken. It says it lasts for a round. So
Yeah.
end at the end of their turn, end of my turn. When is that round?
Your turn.
Okay.
So
Start of my turn. end
It
of
went the
my
whole. They were shaken for the whole round. Yeah.
turn? Okay. Well, it's I have cruel on my chainsaw, and that only affects shaken / frightened /
What does it
whatever
do to them?
creatures. Makes them sickened.
Oh, hilarious. They may be. Let's see. Immune.
It just says for a round, so
Yeah. You might be able to sicken them. In their case, it won't stop their spell casting, and I'll let your spellcraft experts explain to you why. Or maybe you'll roll amazing with your 1 spellcraft, but you can potentially sicken them.
okay, cool. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna run up and chainsaw this dude.
Get him.
Of course, drawing a little bit of fire myself.
Uh-huh. He's going to take a swipe at you. Let's see. Here comes the swipe. Ooh,
That should hit.
pretty good attack. Gets a piece of you. They are immensely strong. They're actually super dangerous in melee, but, you know, being knocked around on the wall and fatigued and everything has screwed them out of that. So they're just blasting you guys with mental attack spells.
I was gonna say, could you move up one more, Takala?
Sure.
Because that way I can move here for flank.
I'll scoot. That will hit. You get the chainsaw to get some purchase on it, and you start just sawing through its carapace as it tries to block you with its heavy claws. Can't quite do it. You do a lot of damage. And you notice that you do feel fear coming across it. You feel oddly, emotionally, empathically connected to all 3 of them. It's pretty repulsive to you, given your history with them and Tokala's general reluctance towards this sort of stuff. But when you're intimidating them and sawing them in half, you also get to enjoy their fear, which feels pretty delicious to you right now.
I don't think I get to continue intimidating that one, but
No, he gets over his.
Yeah.
You see him sort of shore up his metal, but he was quite afraid.
should be sickened though,
Mhm.
based on cruel
You see
stuff.
several different orifices on the body open up and squirt out a sort of drab gray-green goo that immediately sticks to the floor where it lands and doesn't roll around or slide or really even splash. Basically just poops glue out of 3 different holes.
In the words of the Smilers, witness me.
I made the alien mind-eating thing shit itself.
Hell yeah. That's power right there, guys.
That's power, motherfucker. Okay, Asuma.
Okay, I'm good.
Did she make her will save? I don't remember.
Don't think she
Yes.
does.
I don't think she
I
did.
think
Pretty sure she did.
You think she did? Okay.
Yeah, everyone but McGinnis.
You're right. Yeah. No, you made the roll right before.
Well, she had to spend a round to escape last time. That's what she did. Because she did get caught in the initial one. Then she made it. So she's free to shoot this round. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, just shoot. Got gravity bow up. Nope, no point blank. Rapid. Favorite enemy, let him have it. Holy fuck. Okay. Hit. Crit confirms for 97. It explodes in front of you, Takala. Its guts blast out the sides of it, and the shell just falls to the ground untouched, and she fills it with ice bullets.
Confusion.
Confusion. Yes, sir. Here we go.
What to do? What to do? I don't know. I've got 4 options.
Hey,
Could
you
punch
get to
myself in
act
the
normally.
face. I'll just act normal this time.
Now, you could argue
Acting.
that acting normally for McGinnis means a full round attack against an ally. He's done it enough.
I mean, it's not totally out of character.
You are the king of friendly fire this campaign. I think Josh's first
Alright.
session, you grenaded him on accident.
Yes. Yes. We all remember that.
That was lovely.
So he'll slide forward.
Okay.
And then we'll take a look at this little tidbit on the Justice pistol. It says if an enemy becomes invisible after being hit by Justice, which would be the formerly westernmost enemy,
Over here.
the wielder feels the gun pull in their direction. This allows a new perception check with a +10 versus the stealth bonus granted by their visual obscurement. If the check succeeds, the wielder can target them. So does that mean I can make a perception to see if I can shoot him?
Yep.
Okay.
I think that's the
Well,
first time we've ever used that power.
Yeah. Probably not gonna. Well,
So what does it do? It says,
I get a +10 to that.
Okay.
Versus the stealth bonus granted by their visual obscurement.
okay,
But that's like a +20, right? So
it's a lot. You
Well, there's-
basically cut invisibility's bonus in half.
okay.
And
Well, it's not gonna do it, I'm sure.
yeah, but he's actually just... It's not versus his full stealth check, because he's in combat and he hasn't had time to like actually stealth, and there's
I
not
see.
room to. Ulfred's 5 feet away. Ulfred could like try a -20 perception roll to perceive him. Justice is just doing you a solid by cutting his invis bonus in half, really. And so what you're really trying to perceive is like DC 5 to see a 15-foot wide crab hanging on the wall. And so that means you need 25. So Justice puts you over. You step forward with you slide forward because you have the weirdest collection of magic items at this point. And
My
you
slippers?
you guys see him hold Justice still in his hand, still with his trigger finger through the trigger guard, but he holds it palm up like the gun's in his hand, and you see it shaking and his hand shaking, and he moves to the left, and then suddenly, like as quick as a snake bite, he grabs Justice, holds it upright, and fires at the wall. And what else did it say there? You can target the creature normally, or...
If the check sees, the wielder can target them.
Yeah, that's horseshit. Range normally cannot target things you can't see. Okay, so let me figure out if this...
Who wrote this stuff?
Who wrote this bullshit weapon? Touch AC. Oh my gosh, okay. You guys see a huge green crab explode with blood and guts out various sides and slide down the wall as it's blasted up against it by McGinnis' practically blind fire.
Get out of my head!
Get out of my head.
Alright, so. Got no idea where this thing is. Do you have anything don't trust this thing. I don't know who it's going to go after. This is the one thing I can try and do. And I fail, of course. Fucking dead.
No.
Well, there
That's
goes that. Oh, well.
that skill just kicks your butt every time.
50-50 chance. I don't-
Who's next? Godsnake?
Open.
Olbert is next, but he's thinking about who is next on your team. Guinness just went. Olbrin runs 20 feet north, turns back towards Croctaw, and casts See Invisible on you. You can now see the last enemy. It's very hurt, crawling across the wall to the north. And it's your turn. And I think you still have Call Lightning up.
Oh, really? Do I?
Is it minute per level? Wasn't it greater?
Yeah, it was a greater, and it was minute per level. Yep.
It's still up.
Okay, cool. Now we'll cast that. I think the DC on this is off. It should be too low. Yeah, it should be a DC 20. And I will cast Call Lightning.
Okay. He fails a save and takes a bunch of electrical damage. You guys can't see the critter, but you do see that Croctaw's lightning bolt hits something against the wall. It doesn't hit the floor, it doesn't hit the wall, it strikes something invisible right there. It's a pretty good clue as to where the bad man is.
No, I see Takal is injured. I'm gonna heal him.
Okay.
And that's it.
Doing on this and that, yep. Still your best bet. McGinnis, Olbrin, Croctaw, and Izuma. Confusion saves. That's a success for Croctaw. Success, Olbrin. Success, Izuma. Failure, McGinnis.
Oh, man. How is that? It's not like your bonus is significantly worse than other people.
It's decent.
Bad luck.
I mean, he's just rolling bad now. He's got a 12. That's not bad.
He's just
Yeah.
weak-minded, you know.
I just have a proclivity towards shenanigans.
He casts an attack spell. He is visible.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just run up and attack him.
Get him.
What else is there to do?
Okay. That will hit. You get the saw going straight down this crack in the top of its shell from all the damage it's taken, and its blood sprays all over the wall behind it. It's dead, and you guys are out of combat. Except,
McGinnis is confused twice, yeah.
yeah, on the next
Yeah,
turn.
McGinnis is...
Uh,
Okay.
he babbles.
Can do.
And then while he's babbling,
Oh,
oh,
There you go.
oh,
goodbye, Holbert.
Here it comes.
Dude, and he has like no armor protection on. Wow,
he's got mage armor up, but
not good.
he's greased.
Not with
Will that help?
Yeah, the justice will slide off him and into the crop top.
How confused is he? Because he only has one round left in the chamber. Does he drop it and pull out the rattle, whatever they're called, the rattle blasters, and just give him what for? The rattle dragons? Or does he just gently place the tip of the justice against Oberon's skull and pull the trigger?
He has one bullet left.
And before he has to reload it.
He'll take that one shot and he'll put up close and deadly on it, and then he'll reload.
All right.
Because, like one of my questions, you don't see him as Oberon, you just see him as an imp.
Yeah.
It's a hallucination kind of thing.
All right. Take that. And
I'm
that.
your Huckleberry.
Oh.
You strike your friend, and you do a fuckload of damage to him. You guys see McGinnis he's lighting up that one in the corner, and then he whirls 180 with a crazed look in his eye and just pops Oberon right in the guts. And Oberon stumbles back, clutching this bullet hole. He's confused again.
I'm not even sure I believe that anymore.
Oh man, what's with all this hostility, man?
And your confusion's gone.
Oh God! What? Did I do that? That
Who else?
gaping bullet hole? Is that me? That's me, isn't it?
That was you.
That was, in fact, you.
Buddy, I'm sorry, buddy. I just get
Really?
so caught up in the combat fever. I just see red. I don't know what to do. I just shoot things. That's what I do best. And I'm damn sorry it had to be you. You wanna take a lightning bolt at me just to kind of make it fair? Go ahead, man. I can take it. Let me have it.
Don't tempt the man.
He teleports you somewhere horrible.
Back into the entrance.
Scrap all tunnels.
Yeah, just right into the entrance, right in the center of the entrance.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have to be a snake more often. I feel like
Godsnick.
helps me go under people's radar.
I mean, I cast 7 or 8 spells at you. You just
Yeah.
saved them all or had them removed by Oberon.
That's true.
That was so much, like, decursing. That was so much. Kroktar removed, 10 confusion effects. Oberon removed 3 different things himself. That was a lot.
Can you imagine if McGinnis's gun was fully loaded though? Tell Josh
That-
afterwards.
That would have
"Hey,
been
drink
so.
goodbye."
You know what, though? I guarantee you, if I said, Josh, bad news, McGinnis got confused, lit you up, crit you for 160, Oberon's dead as shit, he'd be like, fucking figures. He'd be like, well, that's it. Hobgoblin swashbuckler it is. Oberon says these are really them. The Dominion is sort of a covenant of different species together, but the primary species, the most powerful, hateful, awful creatures amongst them are these. They are called Nethalgu, and they are completely alien to this world. As you can see, they are practically peerless spellcasters, but it's not really magic. When you detect magic on them, they don't really radiate much magic. Olbrin says it's something else. 1 in 10,000 of the Drow's most talented spellcasters are sometimes a different type of spellcaster. They don't use somatic components. They don't speak. They just attack with their minds. And they're very, very rare. But apparently, it's like everybody in the Dominion is one of these. Yes, psionics. And they do collect the brains of this species of Nethalgu, up to 7 humanoid brains, and use them to enhance its knowledge and power. Each brain grants it a bonus to various defenses, checks, and knowledge checks. They can actually harvest information out of the brains at will. And they can extract a brain from a helpless opponent with a coup de grace attack. And actually, we forgot to roll because Josh wasn't here. He would have rolled. The Lunarmas in the previous room, the spiky armored metal things with the laser pistols. If they get you immobilized, they will implant you with eggs, which will eat you and produce more of those. Let's see. Yeah. Nethalgus speak a dozen languages. They are capable of telepathy over impressive range. They have a wide variety of attack and defensive spells, and then obviously a ton of psychic stuff. They are completely immune to confusion, highly resistant to mind affecting, powerful spell resistance, which you guys just confirmed for yourselves. And they have DR10, but it's bypassed by magic, which all of you bypass. And then they're pretty perceptive. On top of all that horse shit, they're really dangerous in melee too. But these are the backbone of the Dominion race, the Dominion forces, these creatures.
Well, we might expect we're going to encounter more of these sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Asuma says,
the way they get in my mind.
Asuma says, can confirm. It's them and the little walking brain things that crawl inside other creatures' skulls and take over.
I was expecting something with tentacles.
There is a disappointing lack of tentacles, but
A disappointing
there
lack
were
of
kind
tentacles.
tentacles in that other room.
Okay.
The other creature was different.
Yeah, it's a lot smaller, even smaller than the small one than the other, and the tentacles are different. Just this one big white spot.
Well, it seems like it would behoove us not to clump up when we fight these things, because they really go after our heads when we're all together like that. Plus, if any one of us happens to get a desire to, shoot the wrong guy, well, it's best if he's off by himself, I suppose. So don't take it personally if I steer clear of y'all next time we run into these fellas.
The question is, how does something so large get the drop on us?
Oh. Olbrin can answer that. He said they were invisible when we walked in the room, and he thinks they might have the ability to just turn invisible unlimited times per day. Isuma says, actually, she's the expert on the Dominion. She confirms that. She says they are invisible all the time. Without sea invisibility, they're incredibly hard to find.
Well, good thing Justice has a habit of sniffing these things out. I'm gonna stick with this pistol while we're in here for sure.
God, that pistol has turned out to be so good. Better than I realized when we made it.
Hey Toby,
Yeah?
you do healing for Oberyn.
Oh, did we channel?
Yes, he did.
Channel energy. Okay.
24.
Doing it. Clicking it. Poof. Thank you. All right, we're going to quit here in a minute, but is there anything else you want to discuss or do?
I was just curious. So these guys, since they're using the psychic stuff, they don't have like somatic components to their spells, right?
No, these do not. They don't need spell components. They don't need to speak. They don't need to wave their arms around at all.
Alright, damn. I was gonna give my grape tongue to McGinnis, but never mind.
Oh yeah, I already have some, and yeah, I thought about that, but
I'll put some more carapaces in your carapace storage back by the door.
the sled that we're gonna build.
Yes.
I like the
yeah.
sled.
I gotta
All
take
right.
some of these back to Binox, so he doesn't, put a hit out on us. Repo Man style.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just taking a couple of them.
Oh, we give him the 4, and then the rest we can.
I like the lights you're adding to those eyes. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see all those eyes on when it was a small art. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
They're much worse than they initially seem.
Those ones on their back supposed to be eyes too, the pink things? Or is
Those
that
are the
just, like,
brains.
eyes?
Those are the brains. Yes, we need a light for the brains. Pink light. It needs to pulse. There we go.
Should be better if you could kind of put them in a group so they would, like blink off and on different ones randomly for the brains.
Oh, I can. I can make them, I can mess with their timing so that they're all on separate timers.
I was just
They'll
thinking that like,
fluctuate.
most of the time only one's going.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like a string of lights kind of thing, where they're just blipping different ones.
Make them do the wave. All right. Well, good times. We have killed kind of our first major Dominion.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Very
Got their
satisfying.
attention on us.
What's that?
Said it brought their attention on us.
You did. And McGinnis had it happen the most blatantly, but when you discuss it between Nomcath or basically anybody that fell under a confusion spell at any point, they were looking in your mind for specifically female androids that you have encountered.
Wonder what that's all about.
Were there any females at that android tribe? The
Yeah,
genocide
several.
one?
I wonder if they're looking for Cassandra Lee. She's a female
Probably.
android too. Maybe they're looking for the same thing we are.
Let's have an int check from everyone who fell under a confusion spell. Did I get everybody at one point? I threw out so many of them.
I think so.
I don't know
I
if-
exited out actually. So.
Oh, okay. No problem. We'll do it next time.
Oh, I really know what I'm thinking.
Natural 1 from Nomcath.
Better save it for next time, Nomcath. You'll be rolling better.
I'm keeping mine.
Alright, screw it. I'm logging back in.
Well, you don't have to. We can quit. I think Tokala's out also. We'll pause it here and take it up next time.
All right.
All right. Good session,
Yeah.
everybody.